everyone. I'm Junru Chen, and I'm glad to introduce my paper on the synchronization stability of converters connected to weak resistive grids. This is a joint paper between Xinjiang University in China and the University College Dublin in Ireland. The work is supervised by Professor Federico Milano. The synchronization stability is defined as the converter synchronizes to the grid after suffering a large disturbance. This is a new concept proposed in 2018, aims to understand the mechanism of the converter synchronization and further assess its stability. As you can see in the figure, if the grid impedance is non-negligible, the point of common coupling voltage will not be stiff anymore and couples to the converter current. When the Q-axis voltage at the PCC equals to 0, as you can see in the equation, the synchronization is achieved. The previous literature proposes a second-order model to reflect the synchronization transient, but they assume that the grid impedance is purely inductive and neglect the current transient. However, in reality, a certain part of the converter builds up in the distribution system with a significant resistance, and the fault causes transient current. To better capture this transient, our paper proposes a fourth-order model. The first result shown here is the effect of resistance on steady state. Please see the equation. In general, the active current IQ is positive, thus the grid inductance introduces a positive feedback on the synchronization, while the reactive current IQ is negative, thus the resistance actually introduces a negative feedback on the synchronization. Then, if the grid resistance is small, the phase would be positive. If it increases, the phase will decrease and maybe turns into negative. However, if resistance is over significant, the phase will be below -90 degrees and there will be no equilibrium point exist. This can be easily seen in the figure. The increase in the resistance will decrease the phase. Another result shown here is the effect of resistance on the transient. The left-hand side is the second-order model with no consideration on the current transient. It assumes that the converter is an ideal current source and output constant current. However, in reality, at the instant of the fault occurrence, the fault current is inevitably bumped up and then being limited through converter current controller. However, during this process, the excessive current will boost the phase and maybe lead to the instability. As shown in the figure, the proposed model can perfectly check the phase from the result obtained by the EVMT model. A large current transient can lead to the synchronization instability if the resistance is small. This cannot be captured by the second-order model. However, a large current transient can help enhance the synchronization stability if the resistance is very large, as shown in the figure at the right-hand side. Now, we could conclude that the reactive current on the grid resistance adds a negative loop on the converter synchronization. The grid resistance adds damping into the system, thus slows down the phase change. This gives an extra time to clean the fault. The transient behavior of the converter current worsens if the resistance is very small, and it will improve the synchronization stability if the resistance is significant. If you are interested in this content, please see my paper, and thanks for your attention. Thank you.